Sam gives me money for books, housing, and that goo they serve in the dining hall that he calls food.
Patty, you know the government isn't just giving you that money, right? You gotta pay it back.
America is the richest country on earth. I pay it back, no problem.
Is America really the richest country on earth?
I'm guessing by the way you're asking us that the answer is no.
Very good. When you think about economics and games, you probably think of poker, or maybe you think of Monopoly. Well, today, we're going to use a different game to learn about economic bubbles. Everybody line up, pick a block, read what's on it, and place it back on the top of the stack. Bubbles happen when the market overvalues a good or a service. In other words, bubbles happen when prices are too high.
Like Starbucks. $4 for a latte. Milk and coffee ain't worth that.
Well, that may be true, except millions of people pay that every day. Starbucks might prove to be a bubble, but one of the problems with bubbles is we don't usually recognize them until after they burst.
That's the trouble with bubbles.
Another problem with bubbles is that we don't really know what causes them. But there are several different factors which contribute to misconceptions in value. Come on up here. Almost took the whole thing down. In 1971, Slippery Dick Nixon took the US dollar off the gold standard. The dollar's value now floats, based only on faith.
Is that why "In God We Trust" is written on the money here?
Nah, that's some Masonic voodoo. I just came up with a new iPhone app and I'm starting a company. Maybe I'll hire y'all when you finish school.
I qualified for an interest-free mortgage. I'm buying a new house. It better have a steam room and a wine cellar. You know, the basics.
The Federal Reserve drops the interest, making it cheaper than ever to borrow money. The market flows with cash.
Very good. Innovations, home ownership, more cash in the system. It's a boom.
I'm getting a ton of buzz on my app. We're thinking IPO.
An initial public offering is when a company goes from privately held to publicly traded. The general public can now invest in your ideas.
Yeah, I do have great ideas.
After a year of my cheap mortgage, my monthly payment triples. Now my house is in foreclosure. Is this still building the economy?
Sure. See, a Wall Street company, they bet you'd never pay that money back. It's called short selling. Their profits rise because they were right.
After deficits in education, the government sells its revenues from the bridge toll to foreign country.
See, the government sold the rights to money it would have gotten later to a Saudi company in exchange for cash today.
Like winning the lotto and taking the lump sum option for less money.
Exactly like that dumbass, short-sighted thinking. But they can pay us teachers today, so...
But none of this is real prosperity. It's just the illusion of prosperity.
Shh. Can't nobody tell the difference.
My IPO hitting, I'm rich. Oh, but nobody's buying my app. My company goes bankrupt and 200 people get canned. But wait, but I'm still rich, right? Yes.
Unemployed, I smoke homemade bath salt meth and wind up in jail after biting the face of the loan broker who sold me a shady mortgage.
But your sentence boosts profits for the companies who run U.S. prisons. Everybody wins.
After poor strategies and outright fraud, the financial services industry is in a disarray, so the government gives them money.
Dow's up, economy looks great.
But 200 people at Baldwin's company lost their jobs, and I'm in prison.
But I'm still balling.
And I'm confused.
Don't be, Patty. Most people are confused by this stuff. In fact, economics is one of the things the government and the media lies to us about the most. They know we don't understand this stuff. More than that, politicians, they don't understand economics themselves. The federal government subsidizes education loans, boosting enrollment in universities nationwide.
And we are saddled in debt so we can take classes in which we play games.
While the government and banks who lend us the money prosper.
You paid for something that seemed like it was worth it, but wasn't, and someone who ain't you got rich in the process. That's capitalism. And economic bubbles are an unavoidable aspect of the system. Now, who's gonna work to help me clean up this mess?